Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Stephanie. If this is your first time here, welcome. Sorry, I know I have a bit of a glare there. It's just this time of day in that window. I am going to be doing an oracle card reading for this, which is the week of September 15th through the 21st, 2019. I'm going to do it a little different this week. I did my first pick a card a few weeks ago and you all seemed to like it. So I'm going to do a pick a card but a little differently than I did the last one. Still with crystals, still with oracles, so similar but a little bit different. Different decks too. So what I'm going to use this week are again 3 crystals. So I'm going to use this tiger eye. So if you resonate most strongly with this tiger eye crystal, then you will want to pick the first one. The second one is going to be, let's see, this chevron amethyst is what I'm going to use for the second crystal. So this chevron amethyst wand. And then the third one is going to be this chrysocolla heart. If you resonate most strongly with the energy of that chrysocolla heart, then you would choose the third one. And if you love all of them, you are welcome to listen to all 3. So what we're going to do this week is I have the cards from the deck, which is the Healing Crystal decks that you've seen me use before, I'm sure. This is deck number 1. And interestingly enough, I picked the crystals from this bowl. And then I thought, oh, I will draw the cards that correspond so we can get a little more of the crystal energy. And it turned out that all 3 crystals were contained in this deck number 1, which I thought was interesting. So the tiger eye, the chevron amethyst, and the chrysocolla are all in this one deck. So I do have the cards that match those here. So we'll get a little bit more of the crystal energy than just what you can get off the crystals by sight. And then I'm going to, for the oracle card portion of it, I'm going to use this Rebecca Campbell deck called Work Your Light. And I do have, if you're interested in a more personalized or a more intensive reading, I do have one that uses this deck on my YouTube channel, or my Etsy store, sorry, and I will put a link to that below. So go ahead and take a minute if you want and just focus on those 3 crystals, the golden tiger eye, the chevron amethyst, and the chrysocolla. And if you have the one picked out that you want to focus on, I will go ahead and start with the golden tiger eye. And the crystal card for that one is I am filled with warmth and light. And its 3 keywords are protection, creativity, and balance. And it's going to resonate most strongly with the solar plexus and third eye. So a combination of that sort of creative energy that a lot of us have been in lately, that self-worth, those lower chakra energies, but connecting it to your intuition. And I think we've had that a lot lately. Many of you have. And again, I am filled with warmth and light. So there's the golden tiger eye crystal information. And I will put that one there. And then I will draw a card from the Work Your Light deck that goes along with that one. So the one that pops out for Golden Tiger Eye, if you picked the Tiger Eye or the number 1, potato again, is protection, which is interesting because golden tiger eye is a very protective stone. That's actually one of the 3 keywords is protection, along with creativity and balance. So protection is the one that comes up for if you resonated most strongly with that crystal. It says call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And we just ended the energy of a full moon, which is a great time to do release work, do cord cutting work. And that energy doesn't just end with the full moon itself, but goes about 3 days on either side of it. So this is a perfect time if you resonated with this crystal to do some release work. So there's your protection card. You can see it has the full moon energy on it, so it's really timely right now. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So just working on yourself and letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Okay. Then, if you resonated most strongly with the chevron amethyst, its three keywords are amplifying, cleansing, and healing, and it resonates most strongly with the crown and third eye chakras, so the upper chakras. But amethyst is generally a really good, just kind of all-purpose, spiritual, emotional, physical healing crystal. And the mantra or affirmation you can use this week for this one is, I am connected to a pure source of information. So there's your chevron amethyst energy, amplifying, cleansing, and healing. I am connected to a pure source of information. And then we will choose one from the Work Your Light deck. Oh, and it's the Star Mother card. I love this card. It's all about kind of mothering yourself. So, and that's great for amethyst energy. It's just sort of nurturing, healing. It's just a fantastic all-around, all-purpose crystal. And the chevron amethyst does have a slightly different energy than, you know, just your standard amethyst, but very much the same. And again, it says, I'm connected to a pure source of inspiration. So then we have this, which is the Star Mother card that says, connect to your higher self and figure out how can you mother yourself. And mothering kind of is like letting go of your worries, giving them to a higher power, giving them to your higher self, and knowing that everything's going to work out. That's, you know, the quintessential mother energy is somebody that kind of supports you and nurtures you and loves you and helps you figure out your next best action. That's what everybody wants in a mother. So mothering yourself is, how can you give that energy to yourself? And amethyst is a great sort of nurturing crystal that helps you intuitively choose what you need to do to let go of, and then focus on the things that you do need to mother yourself so that you feel healthy and secure. So that is the one if you resonated most strongly with the chevron amethyst or the number 2 spot. And then the number 3 chrysocolla, it's that one. And the chrysocolla card, the 3 keywords are auric cleanser, support, and soothes. And it's going to resonate most strongly with the third eye, the throat, and the heart chakra, so those kind of upper ones. The mantra or the affirmation you can use is, I welcome the different phases of my life. So kind of all about change this week. For those of you who chose chrysocolla or the number 3 spot, is getting into a place where you're letting go of things and sort of not caring so much what other people think, is what the chrysocolla energy is all about. It's about just being secure within your own thoughts. So let's see what comes up from the Work Your Light deck. Oh, interesting. It's don't dim to fit in. So just exactly what I was getting from the chrysocolla energy. Don't dim to fit in. So those of you who have had private readings with me, and I think I've probably mentioned it here on YouTube, but I always say don't smallerize yourself to make other people feel better. You know, it's great to be kind and, you know, empathetic and supportive of other people, but don't smallerize yourself. Don't dim your light to make other people seem bigger or brighter. There's enough for all of us energetically to go around. So be proud of yourself and really be connected to what makes you feel good and what makes you feel secure. So don't dim to fit in says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And you can see this sort of third eye energy says, connect to your intuition. Don't make yourself smaller in order to make other people feel better, because in the long run, it doesn't serve either of you. It doesn't cause the other person to learn their own lessons any more quickly, and it certainly doesn't help your own soul's growth. So those of you who resonated most strongly with chrysocolla, or the third space, is going to be don't dim to fit in. And the chrysocolla can kind of help you let go of the energy that causes you to do that. So it's very cleansing aurically and things that kind of get stuck in past patterns. So it's a great one to work with to help you move forward securely in your own self. So that is this week's reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to do this kind of pick a card, or if you have any other suggestions that you'd like me to do for readings each week. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you all soon.